It's interesting, there are a lot of things that we don't like to talk about, and one of those is around our health and what's going to happen potentially after I actually die. So the question is, do I need a will? Well, in most cases, most people actually do need a will. Whether you're 18 or whether you're 60, everyone usually has some sort of finances or wants to provide some sort of direction after they die in regards to what happens to their kids and what happens to their finances. So yes, everyone needs a will. Interestingly, most people think about their will and think about their assets. So they actually think about their investments, their shares, their property, those sorts of things. But also, the will provides direction as to what happens to your kids, and also little things like personal belongings. Do you have some jewellery and so on that you want to bequeath to someone in particular? So they're the sort of things that should be included in your will. Wills should be reviewed on a regular basis. And in particular, if there are any special milestones, for example, marriages, births, those sorts of things, then you should really look at your will and review it at that time. The appointment of an executor is very important. The executor is someone you trust who will carry out your wishes basically after you die. So it's a very important role. Again, a power of attorney is not something that we often think about, but it is also important. Should there be a time because you're away or because of health reasons you're unable to make decisions, then appointing a power of attorney will enable them to make decisions on your behalf. Your superannuation does not automatically become part of your estate. In many cases, your superannuation instructions will actually override your will. So it's very important to understand where your money's going with your superannuation. A binding death nomination basically ensures that the trustee distributes your assets, which are part of your superannuation, to those that you actually want the money to actually go to. Quite often it's complicated, so it's important to get advice around that area. For small business owners, a really important issue is succession planning. And succession planning should be part of your estate planning. So a buy-sell agreement, for example, sets out who the owners will actually buy from, what the price will be potentially of the business, to ensure that should you get injured or should you die, that there is a smooth transition for the business, but also for your family. A simple but important question. Make sure that those who need to know where your will is. In addition, your family should also understand who your solicitor, who your accountant, and potentially who your financial planners are, i.e. who your professional advisors who will assist you through this process. Another great question. Again, some will actually say you can probably do your will and your estate planning yourself. But we'd always recommend to actually get professional advice. And again, the first port of call will obviously be your solicitor, obviously your lawyer. However, it would be really valuable to involve your accountant and potentially your financial planner, depending on the complexities of your finances.